Right, hi everybody, we're back again. Can't apologise enough for this nightmare of internet. Thank you, BT. So let's have a look. I've put my truck here, so I'm just going to see if there's any lag on my truck while I'm going to go to Brussels. Meet up with everyone else, I hope. I'll just put my live chat on. Good evening. I hope it's alright now. I'll tell you, what a nightmare. Right, hopefully that stays stable enough. Yeah, thanks Adam. Let us know what it's like, Adam. My ping's 33 at the moment, so I don't know if it seems okay. I'm just driving to Brussels now, so hopefully meet up with everybody. Disaster, but still, it's before 9 o'clock anyway, but I know it's no consolation to yourselves. So I've been and reset everything I could reset. Hi enough gamer, yeah, just a little bit annoyed with the internet, but I know most of us have suffered it at one stage, so. Hey Rooster. Ah, it's still buffering, is it? Damn. Actually, because my ping's actually not too bad, so. As I say, that's why I'm going to do this little drive to Brussels just to see what it's like. Ah, stable now. As I say, me pings, I'm just fingers and everything crossed, so. No, that's absolutely fine, everyone, don't worry. Did you cut the power to the power line adapters and give it? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I unplugged everything and then stuck it back together. Did a factory reset on the router. So, and then I did the speed test through the BT website, which is usually a little bit better, I've found, so hopefully. Thanks Richard. Hiya little legs. It's my internet, the buffering reason, so if anyone's still having problems with it, I'm doing everything I can. Okay buddy, I'm just 29 miles. I thought I'll have a little ride on my own just to see what I was like. I know, Gambler, it's I don't know. I've just speed tested with BT and they say it's come back with 70 meg to the house. So that's from the exchange, which I can see from my bedroom window, to the house there. So I don't know how we can lose so much. So, well, I don't know. It is better knowing that at least it's still watchable. So it's you know, the kind of one time that you do want it to be 100%, but. You know, it's just, we've got no control over it, have we? You know, we just pay for it and expect very, very good service. But yeah, good Smith one. Yeah, I mean, I absolutely find them myself, but less than 100 left. I know that's. I was saying to my wife, I said about 80. Sometimes you can gain and lose. You know, it depends. Apparently, there's a lot of fake accounts get deleted. So it is so slow, yeah. Yeah, Gambler. Well, if you go through the hiya Grant, if you go through the online bit, you can actually not only speed test, but then you can actually report a fault as well. So, but thanks everyone for hanging around. You know, it's a lot of messing around. Kelland, these are Mark's actual screens. I went up to pick them up on Sunday, I think I went. So they're 40s. Which I would say now, Mark's absolutely right, they are a perfect size. Big enough where you feel like you're actually inside of, you know, you can't see over them and you can't see under them. So I don't know whether Voodoo is a little bit laggy on or it's me, I'm a bit... Hi Huffy again, how's it going on your computer front? Right, Striker. Thanks everyone for waiting. I mean, it's a nightmare for everyone. Why have I got... I'm at the other side, lads. I know, sorry. I'm coming. Confused.com. Yeah, Huffy, how are you getting on with Computer Life, talking about frustration? Hey, Reverse Tech. God, that's a name I haven't seen for a while. Right, eventually catching you back up. Again, massive thanks to everyone for sticking around. Smith one, I don't know. Not sure what I'll do when, well, Mark's off. You know, I'll do what's easy for myself, which is generally the trucking. You know, off farming or something. I hadn't really thought that much ahead, really. To be fair, if you bear with us though, we'll think of something. Right, that still looks fairly stable. So if online, I'm going to risk getting another job. So yeah, it's good that you're being busy though. Right, don't want to go to Nice. Don't want that. Sorts of me out pretty much. Could go to Hanover. Nuremberg. Let's go to Nuremberg. Take a nice carrots, a lot of carrots from Acres. Let's go and do it. Oh no, you've had a lot. Oh my days. Oh God, Huffy. That's you know. There's me complaining about the internet, so yeah. Yeah, not good at all. What can you say to that? So yeah, the least of your worries, buddy. So, but right, I've got 12 miles to go and get this crate. Thanks, Smith one. It's well, it's like anything, I suppose. When you're trying to do something and trying to do it as well as you can, it's when it's out of your control, you just, you know, you get so infuriated. So my wife's playing war. You know, she's like, well, what we're paying for and all that, and you think, well, it's not solving the problem, but. Oh, sorry, Adam. We're going to Nuremberg. Sorry, Adam. I probably didn't see it clear enough. You are keep. Sorry, I don't know what that means. Yeah, he's moving house, and unfortunately, just so happened to be. You know, when he found the right place for him and Emma, you know, it's just one of them. You've got to take what's available. And if you're renting, you've got to give, you know, your notice in and that, you know. So it's just the way it's worked out. Kind of really unfortunate. And I got a bit mixed up, thinking that obviously Mark was telling everyone he was stopping the stream, and I was thought he was shutting the channel for until he got moved, you know. So I got myself a little bit confused. So right, I don't think that was definitely wasn't me. So hard to see him. Oh, there you go. Right. Why you keep it? John, just purely because I've had to reset the internet. I think it's twice or 3 times now. So, unfortunately, I know it doesn't look good. But you know, it's a last. Yeah, you don't know what to do for the best when that happens. You know, you just sort of clutch at straws really and reset everything. Yeah, hopefully it's a bit of the chest infection. I think a lot of people have had, but yeah, compared with yourself, buddy, I can't complain at all when you look at that. So hopeful for Mark and Emma, you know, obviously moving and. A busy time for themselves, you know. Yeah, we'll move on a little bit. There's a I think we can get onto the motorway so we can meet everyone on the motorway if that's okay. Yeah, Mossy was in before as well, so I don't know whether he's... Simon, you down the road as well, mate? I'm just going to pop up onto the motorway if that's alright. I don't think I'm lagging anymore. I think Adam's behind me. He'll tell me if I am. Sean, I wish you were a mod. Oh, reverse tech watching in VR. Well, I had my first go of the VR down at the Cosford, the flight sim that Richard Thomas took us down to. So that was very interesting. It was one of them where you would have walked, if someone was selling one, you would have thought, yeah, I'll sell my kidney and I'll go and buy one kind of thing. So I know you can't use it all the time. I know it doesn't work on everything, but we got the head tracking things, which are very, very good. To be fair. Oh, come on, Neil. Sorry, lads. I got waylaid behind alley tight. I'm on it now. Ah, thanks. No longer buffering Ostersund. That's really good news. I tell you, that's right. There's a petrol station. I'm going to pop in the petrol station and meet everyone, and that'll be good. Right, hiya, Dave. Yeah, I know how you feel, Dave. It's one of them things. Imagine if someone was watching all of your issues. It kind of compounds it a little bit. Knock on wood. It would be one of the little petrol stations, wouldn't it? Right, I'll just go slightly just a bit past, so... Adam, yeah, how many from 100 are we now? Shani, yeah, Farm Sim 19's pre-ordered, so we will just be waiting for it to come out, and then Mark will be settled by then. He's, you know, all sorted. Farmer, well, he's very, very busy, obviously, painting at the moment in the house that they're leaving behind. You know, you've got to make sure that that's put back properly. Right, I'm not sure who's at the back. We must be okay just to press on a little bit. Get things moving a little bit. Ah, hiya Hutchie, how's it going? There's the man himself. I don't know what were you doing on Wednesday? Did you come up to Mark's, Hutchie? Yeah, Hoffy, you take care. Obviously, I hope things do pick up a little bit for you. Alright, we've got yeah, a single right-hand lane coming up here. Hi Snapple, 83 more subs. Yeah, Hutchie, are you excited? That'll have been a busy day for you popping up to Mark's. I was wiped out when I got back. Simon, if you haven't got Nürnberg, just come along with it, your truck or trailer. Just come along for the ride, buddy, if you want. It's been one of them. Oh, yeah, forget about that house. Right, I was up on Saturday, back up tomorrow night for the... right, that's tomorrow night for yourself. So did Mark go down Wednesday to pick up the keys yesterday? So you hopefully can get a little bit of streaming as well, Hutchie, when you move, Marky. Yeah, I will, Smith one. Absolutely passing on everyone's good wishes. Yeah, thanks, Adam. Nürnberg. I say, if you haven't got a job there, please just tag along with your trailer, or trailerless if you want to. It's one of them sort of scruffy starts, so I'd rather you be tagging along than not. Evening, Michael. Michael's one of the ones I lied to the other day. Unfortunately, he asked why I wasn't streaming, and I did say Mark had shut the channel down till his move goes through. I didn't realise that was just for himself. He was still expecting me to do what I wanted or was I was capable of. So it's not like me to get something wrong. I did. No, I've just I said it this afternoon, and I said the same to Dave Blakey, who asked me as well. I said exactly the same. Did tell Mark, so I think he had a bit of a heart failure. He's saying, what, you told everyone I told you couldn't go on? So, single left lane, everyone. Sorry, I didn't realise that was coming. Oh, Smith one was thinking about getting a PC. One, have you got any PC knowledge? Two, what kind of budget? I'm just going to do 50 LG, just to let everyone at least try and catch up. So 50 for me, and then at least everyone can. I said don't go on as it will. Yeah, I had said, well, because I'm on a night time anyway, and to be fair, Tuesday night I couldn't have done it Tuesday. I put my screens up and that, and I was still sort of pulling round from being away, so doing nothing because I wasn't watching the stream. I know, Dave. Oh, who's gone slow here? Sorry, I'll get that in a minute. That's good, Dave, that that means you were, what's it called, doing what I would do. Misbehave. Oh, Michael, I can't tell you. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's plenty after we manage on one screen, and if that's all I had, with me head tracking, give me a chance to use that with one screen, it does add it's a bit like making it ultra wide, if that makes any sense. You just get like that, turn your head and you can get all left mirror, then becomes visible in your screen. So it's a very, very cheap upgrade. Sorry lads, I keep missing these left lanes. Hi Luan. Hi Benbow. We will... Only 70 to go, is it? I'm staying on till I hit it. I've kind of pre-warned my wife. I'm going to stay in this outside lane because Liège is to the left, so it's a single lane again, lads. Oh, Dave, that sounds very much like myself. Is that Little Legs? Yeah, see, that's what catches me out. Some of them junctions are like that where you can actually fit 2 trucks through. Some are the other way. It'd be nice not to hit. I was kind of hoping if we get close that... Oh, no. What was he on? Yeah, it's just one of them things where I think we lost a couple as well. I think they clean out the fake accounts or whatever they're called. I don't know what that is. Is that an account that people just make? I don't know. Not an actual channel account, just an account. I don't know. I don't get what that is. Ah, thanks, buddy. It's. I was kind of watching him. Sometimes you're like a rabbit in the headlights. You're watching what's going on, but you don't think he'll be reacting to it. But he came out of nowhere. Cloned accounts. Ah, right, okay. That makes sense. So, yeah, I mean, Mark said how much we've lost in one night before. Just, you know, he sees them disappear. Ah, right, thanks, Lewis. Up to 1,000 with the help. Ah, right, Smith one. That's a good. Now, would that be for getting the PC and everything you would need to go with it, i.e. a screen, or if you're going to use the TV, you know, wheel, pedals, that kind of thing? Because, you know, that could be, if you were getting second-hand Logitech, it could be £100. If you were going for new, it could be £200. To be fair, you could get a fair gaming PC for 800 quid, even more so if you build it yourself, depending on what's about. You've really got to have a look about, take your time. And if you go for new pedals, Logitech Couriers sometimes have a deal about 200 quid, which is quite good. I know, Grant, it's weird in this truck, right? If I turn it off, the right-hand mirror's frozen in the truck. How weird! It's not good. I can't. It just stays stationary where it last was. And if I put that on, the mirror's on now. That's so bizarre. I noticed it when I got in it, so I don't know what I've done. Right. Right, what have I done? Yeah, well, that's why I've got that mirror on. Right, what's Michael got? I have £400 for my PC, I have £200 for wheel, and my PC budget is good. Yeah, that's it, Michael. That's. Hiya, Simon. Pleased you're still there, trucking along with us. Nico, I mean, if we got close to being, I'd really like to stop on just to hit 100,000. I really would. I can, Luan. I can stay on. Mark couldn't where Mark lived before, just for the neighbours. I think he would have pushed the boat out being this close. So. Oh, a brand new graphics card as well. That's good. Someone's not doing 50. Oh, speed up, Oliver. No, Luana, that's absolutely no problem at all. I know it's an easy confusion. You just never know sometimes, Grant. I mean, sometimes we've had that many subscribers easy in a night, but if they clear out some fake accounts and that, you could lose, oh wow, you could lose 40 or 50, you know, just, it's so easy. Yeah, absolutely, Michael. I think because you've taken your time and you know what's what. That's what I was saying to Smithborn. Make sure you look around. If you don't understand something, find out about it. It's too late after the event, so you can certainly rush into that kind of thing just far too quickly. You know. Sorry, Smith, I didn't realise if you said you could build it yourself as well. So, but then, as I say, double check. Me and Mark have seen different times where it's a lot cheaper building your own, than other times there's some good, really good pre-built stuff. Right, so it's still 9:17. Well, we'll see what happens. If I had to be on till 11 and it hasn't moved, then I'm gonna it'll be a shame. Right, I evolve. Right, evolve. You're getting a PC as well. Yeah, I mean, I would go PC. I know there is some who've got good gaming laptops to probably run this for fun, especially plugging into a TV. You know, very easy setup, that, isn't it? So yeah, you think over the weekend. I mean, I'll be on tomorrow, obviously. It's just tomorrow night. Well, say if you think between this afternoon, what did it have when I went on this afternoon? Somewhere in the region of, there was 170 left, so we nearly got about 70 between this afternoon and starting tonight. So yeah, I know, Friday nights and Saturday, and if it would work out, especially if Mark's in the van with Hutchie and that, you know, and getting a chance to watch, you know, so it won't seem right if he's not about. Yeah, that's Nico. That's exactly my point. I was trying to be very careful how I worded that. If you know what you're doing and you buy the right stuff. Sometimes what you can do, if you can see a pre-built one, and it's got a good parts list, if you can add up what you could buy the same parts for, then at least you know that system will work. It's very easy just to go and pick parts, but you don't know whether they all work well together, if that makes any sense. Yeah, Gambler, So I think with eBay, if I'm not mistaken, because of the seller and that are trying to recoup some of the extra expenditure they've got to give to eBay, you know, fees and that, you know. Well, you've got to put that onto the buyer, haven't you? Shana, I'll tell you what, if you've got the time, please bear in mind that, I mean, I wasn't too bad, but when I learnt about computers, you couldn't go on YouTube and physically see someone building them. There is so many people building stuff. There you go, partpicker.com. I actually forgot about that, yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah, part picker. Right, hiya Connaught. Hiya Will. I know, Will, it was probably one of them, oh, Bradley, what you doing, man? Why? Why would you do that? What? I don't understand your thinking at all. Just because Anonymous has pulled over, why'd you try and go? Oh, your controller died. Ah, right, okay. I thought it actually looked like you were trying to just pull in behind Adam. So, yeah, Mark said you get absolutely no warning when the controllers go off, so. Right, hi, hello Kelvin. Is it Kelvin or Kevin in tonight? Yeah, Kelvin, that's exactly as I say. You heard me say that. There's been times when me and Mark have you know, looked and you've thought, you cannot build the same PC, depending on when they buy stuff, I suppose. That's what I'm saying. It is certainly worth just double checking. Ah, see, Morrison. So, if you've just subscribed, so what have you made yourself? Are you 99,920, something like that? I'd love to. When we get to 100,000, I've got to find out who was 100. I don't know how you can do that, but it'd be nice. Hi Ben H. Yeah, good. It was nice to know Mark was still happy me betting on. Ooh, 922. Right, plus with pre-built. Yeah, and another thing, whether you would agree, but there is certain parts that might not work well together, because we assume that you just buy them, stick them together, and they'll all be compatible and work really well. But some work, I would say, a little bit better, dependent. Oh, I'm so pleased with trucking, and that's stayed on. That's yeah, 923. I know it's so close, honestly. Right, where are we at the moment? That's a very, very good question. I will do my best. We're just on the outskirts of Frankfurt, and we are heading to Nuremberg. So we've got 169 miles left. Yeah, thanks, Mr. C. Yeah, we're very lucky. I mean, I actually used to say that the Max screens, so I thought he was just lending me them, but he's given me them, so I did come back down the road very, very happy. Echo, yeah, very good, excited. I mean, really, to be fair, we should be excited for every subscriber. You know, but you're just looking at that, there's that magic number that you just want to say, God, I never in my wildest days thought would see that in just, yeah, what, 16 months or something, I don't know, something like that, 18 months. Is that 76 to go, Will? That's close, like, that is close. Right, Kelvin, you've been a Mac man for 10 years. Did you see much difference, Kelvin? I know you'll give us an honest answer, because it's not a Mac versus PC debate, just, you know. When I was looking from the photography point of view, I did see a lot of editors using Mac, so I don't know why that would be, whether it was just popular, I don't know. Hiya Matty, Mac's in the middle of moving house at the moment. He's decorating at the moment. The house that he's leaving behind's got to obviously be physically, you know, cosmetically and all that, look like it did when they took it over, so Oh yeah, Tony, I know it is closer. So yeah, count me down, buddy. Yeah, count it down. Hiya, Rupert. Well, we're going to Nuremberg, so I don't know whether you can actually fast forward. You know, jump garage hop or something like that. I did that to get across to Brussels after we left London. Well, don't forget, Smith One. It's well, basically the channel and Mark in particular. I've very small part. There's so many people helped in anywhere, whether it's a subscription, a pound coin, or anything. It's all a massive help. You can't get anywhere on your own. 924 keeps going up a little bit. Hiya, Marcus. Hiya, Lewis. Lewis is a Mac user, right? So I didn't. I mean, this is how. I don't know. I didn't know whether you can get games and any game you can play on a Mac. I don't know, and I don't know how well they run on a Mac. What graphics cards they're having and all that kind of carry on. I've just never had one. I mean, I tried AMD back in the day. I tried an AMD system that I had once, but and I know Mark did. Mark started off with AMD. Obviously, it was a lot cheaper, and you think you're getting more for your money. I think, but the new Ryzen stuff, it'll be nice to see how well it actually performs in real life. Hopefully, Firefighter will still get his built at some stage. Oh, HP Envy, yeah. HP Pavilion, the computer I started on when Mark got me dragged me back into the into the scene again. I put a 750 Ti graphics card in, and we were. Yeah, I think I've got stuff like Assetto Corsa. Got that on early release, like they've done with the newer version. Tell you what though, that new version of Assetto Corsa, that Competizione, that Bentley, the noise in it. They've got like sound effects in it. Bradley's had an issue. Yeah, like ambient sounds, as in the car seems to creak a bit, and it just feels like you're sitting in an empty shell of a car, which you would be, and it's just got to I've tried to explain how it feels. But they've done really well. Right, GTX. Yeah, I have been told, it was Mark telling us, if it's only, I've got a Sony i7 laptop we bought second hand locally, but that's got a GT card in, not a GTX, so obviously not as good as what you've got. Oh, I was going to say to who was asking about computers before, you've got to be looking about 16 gig of RAM in, and a graphics card with about 4 gig of VRAM on it, I would say. I am speaking really general, obviously, but I think going forward, that would be a minimum, really. Yeah, Smith one, sorry, it was yourself. Yeah, if you look at, I don't know if you took Forza or some other new game, and you look at minimum specifications and recommended, you still find that the recommended, you can't run it on full. And it was the same back in the day. I don't know why that is. You know, if you want to run it on ultra with everything on it and all that, you need some more. Oh, wow, that frightened the life out of me. Oh, thanks very much for that. I can't believe I've got your name covered up there. I'm going to have to move my going to have to beg your pardon, because I just need to move that... Right, just pause that. In my OBS, my Alma is covering my alert box, so I beg your pardon. Whoever that was who just sent me a message through, I'd be grateful if you'd tell me in chat who it was. I just could not reach, I couldn't see the name. I really apologise for that. That's bad form on my part, that. Right, sorry about that everyone, it was just so important to get that sorted. That's the first time I've noticed since I've obviously put them to the Alma up in the corner. Ah, Will's. Yeah, I apologise, that was Will Stanhope. I apologise, Will, for that. That was should never have happened. The last thing I ever did was putting the two things in the corner where Mark wanted the logos, and just never checked that at all. So massive apologise to Will that. Hi Ed. Hi Tony. Yeah, 925. It's yeah, it's really close, isn't it? Right. Hiya Nathan. Right, hiya John Deere fan. Just subbed, yeah. So what number were yourself? That was close. It's a shame you can't do something like. I know you can't. I'm just speaking hypothetical. You know, you get someone on the 100,000s and you can give away something, because, as I've said, everyone deserves something. Hi Alex. Hiya Nathan. How's it going? Hiya Gamer Yo. I actually give you the name Gamer Yo there. So we are read it out. Oh, I just hope the stream stays good. The one manual, I would say. I mean, for driving in real life, I will need automatic at some stage. I don't know how I'll work that out for my normal driving. I don't know, that'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. So I'm still managing at the moment. Cruise control is good in a car. One of the reasons I got the Volvo, it had cruise control on. It's a massive help. Yeah, train spot. Yeah, good. A bit panicky with the start of the stream, just getting it to run well. Looks good here in New York. Is that New York, USA? Massive shout out to you over there across the pond. Right, what your favourite old school car model? Escort. That's pretty simple. Might be considered pretty boring, but it's funny because in Forza we've been able to build the Mark II and the Mark I, so somebody we know on the channel's got a very good Mark I, so I'm very keen to see it. A couple of times he's been down this way and I've missed him, so I won't make that mistake again. The man knows who he is, and the next time he's down with a car, I will be finding him. Right, Cam 2. Cam 2 is that one. Yeah, Shana, one of the best ones. I kind of didn't get it right actually. I bought another Hoonigan Escort Mark II one. Still an 1800, and I thought I could down tune it a little bit, but that didn't work. Putting everything back to standard, it was still a monster. So put four-wheel drive in it and had a bit messed about with the tuning. So yeah, it's become a really good machine. Yeah, I know, Little Legs, you're absolutely right. I think I'd had that much trouble with the getting the stream to work and getting the convoy going, so we will sort that out at some stage. Right, I got to go. That's okay, Smith one. Don't forget, there's an awful lot of help if you're in, you know, with the computers and that. As they say in reverse tech, you can. Oh, sorry, I didn't see the light. You can lose like a bunch of them at a time. Oh, he'll definitely be over the moon. I would love to have him on the phone. So it's nice to be on to get that close, but it definitely should be. It would be nice for both of us to be on, but it's definitely Mark's put a lot of effort in. Yeah, Gambler, that's right. It's and I don't know whether it's the difference in the time. I don't know whether you lose more on an evening because of the time difference, isn't it? That's still working time over in Canada. You'd be shocked and amazed. Yeah, I think Nathan meant 100. I think. I realised it this afternoon I hadn't typed it in properly into this afternoon's stream, so I should really change that. I'd missed a 0. Alright, I'm not bothered about going back to the Red Spanner, and I will need some, after I pick a load, we will need to get some diesel somewhere, so that gives us something to head for. Oh, a nice, I love the pink and the yellow. Oh, Extreme Striker. Yeah, nice. Right, 4:30 PM. Here at Skiman. 9:30 here, yeah. Don't forget, no, I nearly said next weekend. Actually, Sunday morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, the clocks go backwards, so we're going to lose an hour, so... Alright, I'm just watching people dropping the loads off and then we can go and pick another one. Hiya Miles, currently, hopefully he's painting, it's just a shame he's got no internet so he can't watch the stream, so... Yeah, see Morris, 9:31, absolutely right. Yeah, Extreme Art's looking good, I know, I just realised when I looked at the name. Oh, Corn's in, haven't seen Corn for a while. That was the, I knocked some total mileage out when we first started in the haulage business. Anyone from New Zealand? We actually normally do quite well with that. Right, some of the lads are dropping the loads off, so I'm going to go and, time to go and get a load. Yeah, we actually do very, very well from, from everywhere like that, you know. I love knowing where people are from. It blows my mind. It does. It really, really does. Right. Let's see where we. Oh, I fancy taking some concrete beams to Hanover. I know it's still in Germany, but hey, that's an interesting load. 73 to go. Yeah, go for it. We'll take the concrete beams to Hanover. I'm just trying to think where my wife was born. I think, was it Hanover or... yeah, I think it was Hanover, I think. Because I keep calling her a German. But it was a military hospital. She thinks it makes a difference, but I'm like, no, German. Right, I want to see market... well, I would. I mean, you know my thoughts on that. Long may it continue. Right, let's go and pick this load up. I know. Well, I think I'm okay, so... Oh, it must be here. Oh, yeah, it's behind me. Duh. No, I picked that well. I didn't actually pick it for that either, so that worked out well. Bradley, we're going to Hanover. Please, when we get out onto the motorway, if there's a petrol station, we can meet up in it, if that's at all possible. Yeah, Hanover, Adam. Hiya, Jezza. Yeah, a little bit of a dodgy start, but we're holding good on the interwebs now, so don't want to speak too soon. But now these are rear steer trailers, aren't they? I tell you what, they are a lot better around the towns, and that's got to be said. Someone was saying what I preferred, but I don't think I'm that good at reversing them yet. That's no bother, Adam, not a problem at all. Hello, Slap. It's really good of you to stop by. Sorry everyone, wrong gear. Oh, Bradley. Sorry lads behind us, I had a Bradley in front of us. Hiya Sam. Great seeing all the trucks out. Yeah, what's been keeping you busy, Slappy? And Jezza also. Some of the long-standing names, you know, I've absolutely no idea when you would have joined and subscribed, and when would have been your first post or comment, you know. I'm going to go through here, lads. Yeah, it'd be interesting. What's your sort of first memories or... Yeah, Shana. Yeah, thanks as always. Becoming a good regular. See your name all the time. I will be on tomorrow night. Now I won't be able to do 2 a day like today. It was just that I wanted to let everyone know what was going on, you know. So I'll definitely be for the trucking tomorrow. Oh, 928. Ooh, that must be. What if I put it on number 6 cam? That's close. I know. It's. Yeah, I was going to try and look up how to get it on, but I was having some problems with the internet anyway, so I didn't get a chance. Yeah, very, very close. Yeah, but I tell you what I was doing, Adam. I just went in to check, see what was about, and I hadn't been back on since getting the 3 screens back on. So some of the games I was just going through and setting them back up. Yeah, Shana. Yeah, I'll definitely tomorrow. I'm going to try for 8 o'clock again tomorrow. Just you know, if I can do 8 till 10 and unless my wife get off to bed a little bit earlier. Oh, any suggestions from a cheap wheel? Well, I would suggest a Logitech of some sort. You're possibly looking £100 thereabouts. So, right lads, that's we can put her on until we find a petrol station, if that's okay. Yeah, so you know, if £100 would be too big a budget, then I don't know what would be available. There's still got to be other wheels. G920. I mean, it might be a little bit much at that stage. I mean, the first wheels me and Mark, well, the first proper wheel we got was it a Thrustmaster? Yeah, I think it was the Thrustmaster one we got, but it only had was it 180 turning or something? It was like that. It wasn't very far. It was the same as like an Xbox wheel. Yeah, that's right, Jez. Absolutely right. That was my thinking. I did see one. I can't remember whether it was on eBay. I can't actually remember. For about £100, I thought that was quite a fair price, really. It just shows you as well, after all that time, you know, there'll be a lot out there, you know, that haven't actually been used that much. If you think of people who, certainly not like me or Mark or other people who play a lot, but there's a lot of people who don't get a lot of time. Pick them up for around 70 now. Thanks, Mark. So there you go. So I'm £30 over the top. So, and I you know, even though you might not be wanting 3 pedals, it gives you 3 pedals. You don't have to use them if you don't want to use the clutch. I don't use the clutch an awful lot. I like it for this game. Racing games I don't tend to use it, so, but it's there if I want it. And as you know, Mark, I'd be like Mark. I would be absolutely hammering it, but back in the day anyway. That's what you use, Mark. Oh, stop, baby. Sorry, everyone behind. I was clenching my buttock there. I was waiting for the bang. Right, I'll read that in a minute, Adam. Thanks, Striker, buddy. I'm just so pleased it stayed on now. I really am. Gonna buy one last year, but yeah, Echo. Why did you stop? I hope it wasn't ill health or anything bad like that. Right, G25, G27 both come with a shifter included, where the G29 is separate. Right, that's it's worth looking at. So it actually just shows you go for the 27 or the 25 and get the shifter as well. So I'm trying to think what the one I gave to Brian Davison, that was the Logitech Driving Force that had the shifter about here, you know. So good little package, you know, and it had 900 rotation, which I didn't know how to use. And I know it might sound hilarious, but I had no idea. I just couldn't get my head around that at all. Right, Logitech Momo, absolutely. It's amazing what you see people doing to them, you know. Hiya, Miles. Sorry, nearly missed your comment there. I hope you're well. Ooh, getting nearly to 9:30. We just want a sudden rush of blood for everyone's finger. Welcome back, Mr. Morris. Right, hopefully Bradley keeps it on the straight and narrow. A lot of trucks behind you, mate, with concrete slabs on, so bear in mind we can't stop and swerve, so... Oh, you feel, it's so weird, you feel it pushing you. I did forget to tell everyone to set the sat-navs to the shortest route, which I think works really well. Hiya, Lou. And Ascaric. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, I don't know what's happened there. Bradley's had a... Yeah, it's certainly where I mean, certainly single player. I've not. I've just left my sat nav the same. Well, it'd be quite good in pro mods. Just thinking about that actually. I've got to get myself hooked up with that next. Hello, Irish Wills. How are you, buddy? Guess who's back? Mr. Garlic. Okay, Bradley, don't worry, buddy. It's fine. We could see you, and it's not a problem. We don't have a fantastic stopping. Oh, it's great. I love going up here. Look at all the lads going up there. Hiya, lads. That just looks fabulous. That. Worth getting rid of the mirrors for. Yeah, little legs, no problem, buddy. Look at the lag I had to start with, so I can't say anything, can I? Oh, can I make it in 7th? Oh, she's doing okay. Petrol station coming, lads. So I am going to need to go in for some motion lotion, I'm afraid. Right, James Hector, he's using the 920. Did you get the shifter with it as well, buddy? As I say, when I saw them in PC World, or Curry's, I can't remember, we did one of the two, and I did think it was a staggeringly good deal. I've overshot the runway a little bit. Yeah, you definitely have to use a lot more force when you've got that weight on. I don't know how they recreate it, but it works. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Adam. Yeah. What I was thinking is of actual thinking of the shop I'd been in. So, but you're right. You are the same company, so I am confusing the issue. Ah, Nico for 130 2 months ago. Wow, that has got to be some deal. Well, I'm just going to wait till the lads have just hung about little legs there. It's got a few lads filling up. I think that's us all. Is that us all ready to go? Don't want to leave anybody. So I apologise for having that mirror on, but it's the only way I can get that mirror to stop on, so. Yeah, Nico Face, but that I'm on the one that does well, one of the ones that does PC parts. I like the way. I'd still be a little bit dubious of it, to be fair. I know my 980 Ti, the problem it had, generally only give you a problem when it got warm, and I don't know what your right to return would be. I don't know. I think where you're spending hundreds of pounds, it obviously works. Don't get me wrong. It's just I'm a bit, maybe it's a bit old-fashioned that way. I just don't. But yeah, so some really good deals, and you think, yeah, that would be really, really good. Some good PCs as well. Obviously, people no longer use or need the money or. Right, CEX overpriced. I think we would say that to everybody. You've really got to look around and do your homework. I think most of us have done that, where you found out something after the event, after you've spent the money, and wished you'd just looked around a little bit. Mark, Friday night, where would we normally start on a Friday? I don't know, because Mark took the pinned one off, so I'll tell you what, we'll go Swansea. Go Swansea tomorrow. Oh, right, who's been ripped off? Oh, yeah, Hector, yeah, £400 for G920. That does sound a lot to me. But to be fair, you know, if you're a sort of small shop and you buying a small amount from Logitech, you can't knock them out for the same price. I know that for a fact. There's Currys, because they'll buy pallet loads of them. Yeah, Buck. The old tachograph. I kind of wondered if they would do something like that. I don't know what... Well, I suppose in a way, with the sleep feature, making you sleep in there, now when you're loading the trucks and it's adding a little bit time onto the game, I think that's probably all they need, really, isn't it? You know. No, now, hang on a sec. The trailer's not DLC. No, these concrete slab ones, I think you can see in front of me there, so... But I have got the... Is it the special cargo or the heavy cargo? One of them. I can't remember what they all are. I've had them that long now. Ah, right, James. Yeah, I see what you mean, James. That's my point exactly. I've certainly done it where you can't help it, can you? You've bought something and then when you see it at a different price, like half the price, it's definitely like that with graphics cards. Definitely. Look at them prices that... I thought £500-600 was an awful lot of money for a graphics card. And then you saw them go up to 1,000 and that. It was... Yeah, couldn't get over that. Ah, thanks, Game Oliver. Heavy cargo pack, yeah, thanks for that. Is that where you need, you get the convoy? Yeah, see you later, James. I like that, like. It does work well. My actual setup, there was a video, if you look through the videos on the channel, I think you can actually type into the search building Dad's rig or something like that. So Mark was here for a few days, did my whole rig and the PC build and that, so... Ah, there you go, Nico. So yeah, that's from Logitech. Just shows you the buying power from a big place like Currys. But I know they could do it with the white goods that I used to work on. So I do know a big buying power. Zach, do you mean how do you play the game? I know you've wrote pay the game. Right, Simon, channel has that needs rewording, Simon. I can't. Hey, Zach, how do you pay for the truck? Do you mean? I'm not sure if that's what you mean, buddy. The game, when you start off, you just start off. You don't even own a truck, so. You've got to borrow money, basically borrow money from the bank to buy a truck, to then start working, to pay your loan back, to then buy a garage, to buy more trucks, to hire workers, and so on and so on. Hiya CST, yeah, he's busy. It was only about 12:30 when I spoke to him today, so certainly haven't spoke to him much. Ah, okay, right, I see what you're saying, Nico, yeah. I don't, Cameron, I've never drove one. I've always said I've sat in one. One that I can remember. So, yeah, quite surprised myself, was loving the game. I don't just like it, I love it. Love playing it. Right, Darren, you can garage hop to Nuremberg. That's where we are going. Yeah, sorry, we've been to Nuremberg, we're going to Hanover. Sorry, I'm just lied to you. Hanover, buddy. Sorry. Oh no, Simon, See, this is how it starts, Simon. You remember them, mate. Unfortunately, after a long time, you know, you can't remember who you first spoke to. Oh, favourite lorry, well, as I say, my joke lorry is the Iveco, isn't it? That's why I've got Iveco on my back. Iveco for the win. Or the bin. Oh, in the mods, the ones with the really good sounds. There's quite a few. Oh, Dave. Hey, Claire. I don't really have a favourite Cameron. I must admit, we've got that much to choose from, and because we don't have to pay for them or pay for the repair of them, I think I like the DAF in this one and the Scania, you know, because you've got little tuning packs, a little bit extra that you can put on them, which I quite like that, personalise them a little bit. Yeah, Tony, well, there's Hayden, who normally comes on. He's got I think it's a Iveco daily van. I think it's a daily van. He'll clobber me if I'm wrong. Watch the English game language, lads. Don't want to see anyone get banned. Hello, Neil Black. Yeah, down to myself, Neil. I'd miscommunication with Mark. I thought sort of shutting the channel down. He was shutting it down from his side. He was still hoping I would go on and do something on a night time if I felt up to it, you know. So it didn't sort of come out in words like that, so I'd kind of just filled in the blanks myself, so my fault. Right, 932, I know, so close. But yeah, Tower, cars, it's easy, you know, you can go back to something you would have loved, but because I wasn't into lorries when I was a kid, it's yeah, it's quite hard, that. I do like some of the old trucks you can get as mods. They've been quite good. There's a Kenworth 100. That's really, really good. Got a lovely sound to it, just like the overall look of it. And the Freightliner as a mod. Two really, really nice trucks. So I really like them. The Scania 143 is nice, and yeah. Oh, BTG. No, well, sadly, absolutely nothing really, apart from being absolutely elated. Dumbfounded, I would say. Even though we're that close, it's... Yeah, just... I don't know, it's just been one of them... I think because you get something for it, like a recognition that you've managed to reach that far. Even if you get to 99,000, that's still that's still a massive amount anyway, so... Having a party, I know. Can you imagine if you could just say, right, see, the thing is, where could you even pick when you go that? Because if you pick Central England, that leaves out so many people around the world. So, yeah, when you think about it, 66 left. I know, Will. I don't want to go to bed. I don't want to go to bed till it's there. You get a play button. Thanks, Gambler. Yeah, you've helped me out there. I'm just trying to think in my head, wow, what did Max say we get when you get to 100? So, yeah, I mean, that's, I don't know. Yeah, it's moving now. I think because, like when I started, just to help Mark out, and I probably tried to stay out of his way a little bit too much to start with. Although I had a lot of stuff going on myself at the time, so one thing and another, but took off sort of Christmas time. But yeah, I always wanted to be Mark's. You know, that's what he's managed to put all his time and effort into. You know. Yeah, Aaron, nothing wrong with Mark. He's just moving at the moment, so He'd be decorating and missing, you know, sadly missing being on. That's for sure. You can only kind of imagine how it would feel for him. Yeah, Dara, very good. Yeah, excited, and Claire also. Just so pleased the streams work, and my ping keeps going up a little bit, but I think the stream stayed. They are the Corsair Void Pro. Yeah, really good. Certainly from a headphone point of view. I think if you're going to be streaming the on a wireless headphone, the mics never seem to be epic, you know. So 935, see, moving. She's moving. Right, hi Jezza. Yeah, and it would be great for the channel to reach. Oh, I don't, you know, I don't mind. I don't, you know, I think I would rightfully deserve a little bit sitting in with him to reach that, but not to be on my own. Unfortunately. Got two children, girl and a boy. Well, obviously a girl and a boy, because you know Mark, so. We did wonder at some stages, but you know, he's turned out alright. I tell you what, I was talking about this afternoon in Forza. Well, they call it drifting. I call it just sliding the car around, or power sliding it. I am managing to get it done, so I've quite surprised myself. So I managed to achieve, yeah, done quite well. I think in rallying it would be like, you know, your handbrake turn and that round the corner and then a power slide out of it. So, but yeah, it's good. It is good if you get a couple of corners linked together. So, is that so I can't even pronounce that. Aline, what happens when you have an accident? Well, if you get tipped on your side, then you've got to reset it to one of the local garages for a repair. So repairs can cost from 0 to as much as the truck's worth. If you get a complete write-off. Ah, there's Con. Right. Yeah, there's Richard. 2 hours till Red Dead Redemption. Who's going to be up for that? There's Simon, got one sub. I know Simon. Honestly, just stick with it. I've got a 2002 Volvo V70. That's what I have. Yeah, good little car, but as I say, manual, so you know, over time it's be a problem. Pineapple Seller, Red Redemption. You're looking forward to Red Redemption. How much is it then? Are you play just to give me a rough price for it? Is it around the £40 mark? Right, what if fuel ending at a road there is no station near? If you run out of fuel, you would have to, I can't really show you one here, but you'd press F7 and you would have to, it would take you, it puts a small amount of fuel in your truck. So generally enough that would get you to a petrol station. Oh, your mum's got a Volvo XC60, right? Nice. That's certainly a good build. I mean, there's no doubt about that. 12. Yeah, that's right. It isn't far away. Ah, you got so it's a little bit like Forza in that where you can pay that little bit extra. But yeah, you got it. Well, I certainly think in Forza you get quite a lot for your money, really. Hello to Kyle. Is that Connor? Yeah, good Connor. Please, the internet settled down a little bit. I was a bit worried to say the least. Ah, right, Nathan. That's the way to do it, though. See, these lads reversing. Although I don't mind doing it in single player. Quite like it, actually. I've got a lot better at it. I think it's like talking about the drifting, something I can't do or couldn't do, and I just thought, well, I'll keep going to try and at least do something, you know. I was hoping Flux Row was going to come on tonight because come on, that's so close. Yeah, I've beaten Flux Row on one of the drifting places that he said I wouldn't beat him on, so he's been beaten by an old fogey. Right, highest. Oh, alright, that's not me. What's your favourite day of the week? Ooh, there's a good one. Ooh, I don't really have a favourite day of the week. No, I don't. I don't have a favourite day of the week now. It used to be Saturday afternoon when I finished work. That was definitely. Right, I'm trying to save money for my driving lesson with my dad. I'm 17 years old. Yeah, I think. How much are they where you are? I think where we are, they're about £25. I think for a lesson. Right, I'm just going to get another load from here, lads. I hope it looks like everyone's about sorted, I think. Yeah, let's go for it. Right. So that new game that's coming out, they say it's about £90, £100 depending on what you get. Oh, Little Legs, is it true that if you drive Scania, it would be cheaper as you're driving a brand? I don't know that, Little Legs. I've actually, I'll put that question out. Little Legs thinks if you were driving a Scania and you went to a Scania dealer because to get your truck repaired, would it be cheaper? Are you talking about in-game or in real life? Hopefully it's in-game, I would think. Hiya, Lewis Crawford. How are you? I know, 934. It's getting closer and closer, isn't it? Every tiny little bit. Mark will keep checking. I don't know how he'll be checking, but right, where should we go now? It's a little bit of a tour of Germany at the moment, isn't it? I should go down to the bottom, maybe. Oh, there's a couple of interests. I don't really like the curtain side as well. I would like to try and get something you can see. Ah, Warsaw. That's an easy one. I haven't been to Poland for a little bit. Right, Digger 1000 to Warsaw. Right, that's me done for the night on the convoy, but therefore missing the. I don't know when it would be. I wish I could. It's one of them where you could wish you could say, "Well, come back in an hour and it would be sorted," because we just don't know. Right, how far have we got? Oh, 45 miles to go and get the digger. So who's with me? I didn't know how. Yeah, maybe it's dropped it. Didn't know how far it was to go and get the load there. LG, you can only make it to Berlin. Ah, oh, don't say you haven't got the going east. Yeah, thanks, Bradley. I know it's so close. Thank us, Max, in the middle of moving house at the moment, so decorating. Sad to say. Ah, so there is a... Ah, is that how you get to watch the sub counter, Ali Tide? That's probably the link I need to put into my OBS. So I'll have to remember that link. Yeah, I don't know whether you've got me on Facebook. You could have sent me that link actually. I can come back in the stream and find it though. Ah, Tony's watching the sub counter, right? Okay, buddy. Ah, pickled onion. There you go. Thank you for that. There's no sooner said than done. Hiya, Big Kev. Yeah, Big Kev, have you got Forza? So I keep shooting, I see your name, Big Kev, on Forza. And I'm just making sure. Ah, that was you, Alex. Right, okay, buddy. Thank you for that. Yeah, that's really, really good, that. Right, Adam Lee. Hi, dude. First stream. I've been in love for the content, mate. Would love a setup. Yeah, thanks very much for that. And we are both very, very lucky, and you know, we certainly do appreciate it. But yeah, good that you've come in to say hello as well. That means a lot. Demo though. Yeah, I don't know whether I could have sworn I saw like an avatar of Big Kev and some of the like speed traps and things like that. I'll make a better note of it next time just to see if it is yourself. Unless I've got you on. No, because it definitely comes up. So you came to my mind straight away. Hello, Maxime. Maxime's from France. I'm from North East England originally. Yeah, it just crossed my mind because, like you say, there's a couple of names that I see regular when you're doing little challenges and that, you know. So I don't know whether something like this might go to Xbox or PlayStation. It would be good. And it must be missing quite a substantial amount of money, you know. But there must be a reason for it. I don't know what that is, but I'd like to hope so for you. I really would like. Oh, there you go. Just got to stop that. Sorry, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, as I say, because farming, you can get hold of farming no problem, and you know that's on all three, isn't it? Cross-platform, but you can't play. That's what I keep getting mixed up with. You can't play cross-platform. I know you can on War Thunder, which I don't know how they've managed to do that, but they've done well. Rupert, we're on server 3, buddy. And if you want to catch us, we're currently in... Where did we go? Hanover. We're just at the quarry outside, actually, just picking up a digger, so... Adam, it's absolutely not a problem. I just give way, but then someone let me in, so it's not an issue, buddy. That's the great thing about being able to fix your truck in this on this server. so many little accidents, daft little accidents that before you would just have to go back to Red Spanner, and it was just ruined the whole experience. So, hi James. Yeah, good, James. Thank you for that. Yeah, just massive excitement for Mark and everyone involved. You know, getting us this far. Oh, Evolve's got a DAF. What, in real life? Con, if you haven't got a digger or anything, just follow along in your truck. No problem at all. It's just nice being out with everyone. So, I certainly know you would have if you could have. So, you know, if you're happy just tagging along, just come and tag along. In game, yeah. The DAF, especially with the tuning pack on it, you get a really nice truck. Hiya, Rupert Spicer. Sorry. Thanks, Jezza. I've just, yeah, I was doing my usual. Hiya, Tony. Harvey Taylor. Hiya, buddy. I'm just looking for anyone new in there that should come in there. Hiya, Diplex. Good. I love seeing names from what I consider way back, you know, way back from getting started. Wow. Hiya, Dave. Right, I think that's. Right. Oh, Neil, wrong gear. Yeah, I'm just interested, just for no particular reason other than just people have been there for so long, you know. Yeah, what's your earliest memory? And nothing I've done, I hope. I must have my biting point set on this clutch wrong. Just cannot get that away. No. They got me stopped and I just can't get going. Come on. I just can't. It won't have it. Put it in automatic, I know how to. I just don't know why it keeps dropping out in my clutch. I wouldn't care, I just got stopped at the crest and all. Oh, put your diff on, yeah, that's a good idea. As soon as I let the clutch out, it stalls. So I don't know why. That's very strange. It's like, I don't know why that. Oh, she's got it. That is terrible. I'll have to have a look at that. God, didn't think I was going to get it there. Ah, is that what that noise is? No air in it. Tell I'm not a truck driver. Sorry about that, everyone. I was just right on that crest. Yeah, Andre, I was just on and off with that, but it was just one of them things. It's not very often you're in that situation to find out there's a problem with it. I know 65 left, it's so close. Yeah, I tell you, going onto one screen, one thing anyone who goes to 3 screens, you do get just to what's around you, you can see, you know, you get that used to it. I wonder if I've got that on, Dave, air simulation in. I can't remember having the problem before like that. Now I'm going to be honest with you, Adam. The actual feeling of driving, no. The things that you do while you're driving, 100%. Your observation, I personally think it's a really good tool. I think you can tell people who drive in real life because they prevent a lot of accidents, if you know what I mean. Because you can see what's going on. Yeah, firefighter, good evening to you, sir. But I know I was trying, buddy. It was just, as soon as I went over that, it just couldn't get it. It was like there was no leeway on it. It was like, it acted more like a button where it was on and off. How are you this evening anyway? Right, I'm just seeing what I missed there. Yeah, but I say going back to the feeling, yeah, because I mean obviously you're just sitting in a chair, but it's the visual stimulation that I would say that you get. Because if you turn the screens off, obviously you're sitting in front of just 3 blank screens. So I did forget to do that squeaky pedal as well. I can't believe I've had my rig out twice as well. Yes, Adam, I do drive. I don't drive a lot now. I did drive an awful lot. So I am Harvey, yeah. I did think he was just lending me them, but when I was asking when he wanted them back, he said I don't need them back to yours. So how can I say? He's been able to help me massive. Oh, Delhi sent firefighter a message, so make sure you get that set. So yeah, I used to drive. I drove for a living. So I was in every day driving. I would have done stuff like going up to Mark and Emma's just for fun. So Maninda, evening to you. So yeah, I was really pleased once I got the screens set up and looking like, because we all look at them slightly different. So I got them to what I was happy with, and colour wise and things like that. So on the wheel worst. Right, Adam. I see what you said. Yeah, stuff like that. Well, yeah. But I do think, I don't know if anyone else who drives full time would say the same. It's what you see visually that is very, very similar. Especially if you play a single player where you've got the cars and that on. Yeah, Delhi, you've got a response. Oh, 936. Surely outside of the lorry, absolutely. There's Mascania. There you go. You asked, and that should be done. Oh, 8 cam now. Joking me. I'm getting ready with me button. Oh no, steady she goes. Look at that. Look, I'm doing it, man. Marky, I'm doing it. Oh, just in time. I don't know why there's a little bit of slow moving traffic, everyone. Sorry about that. Oh no, speeding up now. Today is that it's not a single switch to go from sequential to oh, Adam, absolutely. You know, and for that shifter though, I think, how long have you had that shifter now? And yeah, it's such a nice shifter that. Adam's got the Thrustmaster THA8A, I think it is. As Mark has one as well, but yeah, I've got such a nice gate feeling on them. The Fanatics are brilliant. They've got like a more clunky, so good for the money. I know, Jez. That's when that's when I'd pay for it, isn't it? You're too big for my boots. See you later, LG. Yeah. So sorry about that. I never really thought of that, but hiya, King. Right, I'm going to get some overtaking done. Yeah, Corn, go on. Right, you've had it since April. Wow. Yeah, exactly. Well, you know Mark. I mean, obviously, not that he's rough with his equipment. He's just he's used it a lot. There you go, Corn. Right. They were I don't know, I'm doing 55 now and I can't go past them, so sorry everyone, I'm going to have to go back in. Please don't come down the inside. Whoever it is. Sorry lads, I'm just trying to get back down to 50. Everyone's sped up a bit, so... Right. We're back on 50. Sorry about that, whoever was behind me. And thank you. Right, hiya Cathal. What's your favourite wheel to use? Golden black one. I've got, sorry for my stretching, and that one I use for Forza an awful lot. But I've also got a couple of rims instead of this little one to go on the hub, so it's the Fanatic hub's my biggest used one, yeah, definitely. Just because it's so easy to put things on it, but they've made it very expensive option now. It wasn't. Well, I got that one from Mark's uncle actually. Mark got me the raised the money for me rims and that, which was fantastic. So. But I don't even think Mark's used that rim actually. He got one the same, but I've absolutely used that a lot. Going to... Oh, I've even forgotten myself. Warsaw. That's where we are going. Sorry, Rupert. I was trying to keep one eye on the traffic. Right, Mr. Morris, need to go. We'll check in the morning how much subs that you have. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'd love to be able to say. I know, Adam, I have used it to everyone's displeasure and my Formula 1 rim as well, so the BMW is not exactly right because it's got the cutout at the bottom, but we are quite spoiled. It is nice having a bit of a change. Right, how fast, Adam, can the truck... We talked about this afternoon. I think we were saying it was 92 or 93 miles an hour. I think you can go. Right. Oh, I know, Adam. No, honestly, I know it doesn't go down well, honestly. Right, see who have I missed. Hiya King, Colai, Cathal, I've said hello to yourself. Richard Bryant, done your 8 cam. Hiya Kieran. Yes, nice to be on. As I say, a bit of my mistake last night. Hiya Alex. Rise of the Tomb Raider is £9.99 on Steam. Yeah, one of them games where I'd love to play, but then I get stuck, and that seems to be it for me. I get stuck. So it's that mixture of between being really easy for people like me. So wish you could get a truck with Evolve. You can get so much that goes on that particular hub. If it's an aftermarket rim that you like, you can get quite a fair size one. I think I've got 350 mil. But here's the thing: what would a small, an actual truck wheel be now? I used to remember them being these massive things, you know. But I don't even know how big they are in real life. I forgot to actually take notice when we were at the truck show. I should have looked. How many miles? We've got 248 at the moment. Oh, nice white truck that. Oh yeah, Adam, I will. Right, the TMP server limit is 93 on server 2 and 3, and 68 on server 1. So yeah, so the truck can go at 93. So on a server that will allow it, or on single player. Lewis, yeah, it's still hovering around that 935. So how long have you been streaming? Well, I started tonight trying to get going at 8 o'clock, but it got just from the internet. So I'm gonna stay on till 11. So we'll see. This will be probably my last, I think, Warsaw. My wife was hoping to go to bed earlier. Sorry. I don't know what the slowing down's for. That's what I can't work out. Right, sorry about that. Yeah, so I've been trying to get a good stream, so I managed to get it sorted so it would, well, something like anyway. Yes, Richard, yeah, going to definitely be finished by then, so unfortunately, if it was very, very, very close, then I said to my wife I would have stopped on, but it's, yeah, won't get that many, and that, you know, could take a good few hours to get up there. Getting close, I know, Lewis, it is very, very close, but if I knew it would take another hour or so, then it'd be worth being on. So I might keep an eye on it after my wife's gone to bed and suddenly put the stream on and say, look, we're getting so close. So I'll see. It would be nice. It would be nice to be on when we got that far. Right, gaming with Irish Damon, sorry. Yeah, it's going really good. Yeah, got off to a shaky start. Although the ping's been a bit up and down, I don't know if the stream stayed unstable, so hopefully. Hello, Monkey. How are you today? Yeah, see you later, Ollie Tight. Yeah, it should be 100 next time you talk to me. Hiya, Dylan. Yes, Richard, so I'm going to get this load done, see what time that is, but obviously I've been on since, well, trying to get something since 8, so that'll be long enough for myself. Yeah, I know, firefighter, that's I'll put this one on. Here's our Dan, come to say hello. Come here, say hello, Dan. Dan, come up, say hello. I'm not going to say hello to everyone. No, Dan's in too much of a hurry. Follows his nose. I'm not going to say hello, Dan. Can you say hello? No, not coming. too shy, camera shy. Yeah, Monkey, yeah, just as I say, just frustrated we're not getting a good start, so. He's a Cocker Spaniel, is Dan. He's been in a couple of streams, on and off, you know, he shows his face at a time or two. Hiya, Dank. But yeah, if it'll just be on my mind, you know. It'll be one of them things I'll be keep looking and thinking how close we're getting now, you know. So Dan the man, absolutely, that's what we call him. Yeah, he's good. Told a few people before, we actually, you can actually tell Mark when he's going to have a seizure, believe it or not. It's quite something to see. I know you can train them to do it, but he just seemed to do it. So I don't know whether that's because he's grown up with them or not, I don't know. But yes, Kieran, like I say, I thought I was just lending these to keep them safe while he was moving and, you know, give me something to play on. So I hadn't expected him to give them to me, so I'm absolutely over the moon. Come see, Dan. Come here. Right, come up, see. There he is. Say hello to everyone. There you go. That was quick, Dan. Well, you're a little bit damp, aren't you? It must be raining outside. He's like a sponge, that dog. He really is. Hiya Ryan, just joined. Excellent. Oh, well, pleased we hadn't hit the magic number, so you haven't missed anything yet. I'm in 181. Adam. Yeah, it depends what he's after, really. If there's something going on, his mum's upstairs, so he's doing something. His mum will be getting ready for bed, so. Hiya, George. Right, can someone have a quick look at that spec for George? I'm not good on the i7. 8 gig of RAM, AMD Z877 motherboard. Right, I'm gonna have to put that out there, George, because I don't know AMD. AMD motherboard, would that not have to have an AMD processor? That an i7-27, well, 2700, that's obviously, it's got a key on the end, so it's unlocked, so you could overclock it. Right, George is just saying you got two computers with this. It's got the same i7 in them both. Meant to say and not, right, and not AMD, right, okay. Yeah, I just confused myself there, so yeah, that makes sense now. Yeah, and you got two of them the same. Oh, Monkey going for an i9. I thought you had a good processor anyway, Monkey. Last time we were talking about them. Yeah, my chipset in mine still. I was obviously very lucky to get a good one, but. Hiya Dan, Maximilian. Yeah, we was hoping to be streaming while we could hit this magic 100,000, but it's looking like it'll be sometime. I don't know. If it's late, I am going to keep an eye on it. So if I did see it was getting close, I might just switch the stream on just to sort of to catch it, you know. Right. Yeah, I mean that. It sounds like a heck of a tank if you're not. I suppose streaming, gaming, or I don't know what you would use it for, but it's... Hi, Deco. Right, can't put an i7 on. Yeah, I know, Richard. It was he'd put AMD instead of AND, so just a little bit of a mistype there. I was quick enough to pick that one up. Hi, lads. Oh, you're getting a VR tomorrow? Yeah, after having a go one, it was yeah, just looking out of an aeroplane and just wherever you looked. So the only thing is, obviously, I don't know if it makes your other stuff obsolete because you can't see it. So, oh, right, 937. That is so close. Right, George, almost bought an i7. Wow. I've got an i7 50. What is it? 56820. 820, yeah. Yeah, 56820, that's right. That's a K one, so that's unlocked as well. So I've been lucky with that. That's been really good. Yeah, it would have been. I'm just thinking that certainly would have been worth getting. I don't know what chipset that is. Mine's the X99, isn't it, chipset, so... I know, Grant, it's so close, I mean, yeah. Right, mileage now is 137, 136. See you later, LGA. Oh. Hiya, Taylor Reid. i7, yeah, combo for that. I mean, I'll tell you what would be interesting if you put a system together and just to see what it runs, you know. Right, what's the outside lane for a surprise? I can see something pink coming. Hiya, Ben Drifter. Yeah, absolutely good. Yeah, it is a long time no see, buddy. Been looking good the last, well, sort of today and over the weekend, last weekend. Good to see people right from back in the beginning to say hello to. Yeah, Taylor, just one of them things with the internet to start with, you know, so it was a little bit disappointing. I was, you just get ready to sort of call it quits because if the internet's not there, what can you do? David, the count was at 937, so it is close. He's not moving in tonight. Hutchie's going up. Oh, 939. Wow. Yeah, so Hutchie's going up tomorrow night. So I think that'll set them away either starting tomorrow or Saturday. So Dylan, I'm in a Scania tonight. Try and do 50 lads if you can. Yeah, I'll show you if I get a chance. Yeah, that's my baby. Yeah, so he's been doing a lot of painting to do. I think Wednesday they had to go down and pick keys up and that. So bear in mind, it's still a good 3-hour journey to travel from where they live into the northeast and then back again. So Emma was down that way on Monday. So she had a really long day. She had an interview down there. So that was her way all day. Yeah, so when it's not just round the corner, 8 cam already. Yeah, look at that. I haven't even got my feet on the pedals. Steady, nearly steady as she goes. That's good, that. Can't beat the straight road. That's like being on the American ones. Yeah, just rolling along. Nice texture. Yeah, I think the game updates, it does seem to run better. Because I've done nothing with my system, so we'll have to see when we're back in Italy. Can you do one more after this, as it's my first ever convoy? I can't, Rupert, unfortunately. I've pushed the boat along a little bit. My wife was hoping to get to bed after 10 o'clock because she was up very early this morning. So unfortunately, I've stretched it as a little bit. Oh, 941. Oh, it's so close. Video card. I've got a MSI Gaming X 1080. Yeah, so I would, Rupert, as I say, I came on a little bit earlier to, well, hopefully catch that magic number going over. Oh, what are you talking now? 59 to go. That is very close. We've had that in one stream before, like very easy. Which version? This is Euro Truck 2, 1.32. There's something else after because they've just done a small update on it. So right, you had to. Is that right, Monkey? What? Will the 2080 Ti only work with that CPU? I can't see that. Really? Yeah, that would be... Right? Oh well. That's... Yeah, I would have thought there was a lot of CPUs out there that... I mean, mine's still on force. It's not running running flat. It's only running about 50%, strangely. So on the OBS, it's only using 7%. Just the CPU streaming. It's amazing. Right, Dylan, you got the 1.3. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I thought that, Adam. I don't know why you would go for the higher CPU and... Yeah. I mean, it might be like, you know, when people, you know, like if you've got like hi-fi systems back in the day, people would want the latest thing that came out, so I can certainly get that. New tech syndrome, yeah. Oh, it's the kind of thing I was just getting at, Firefighter. Just, yeah, I would have been like a bit like that with my bikes back in the day. You know, you just got to get what comes out. So, hey, nothing wrong with that. He's yeah. Well, as I say, if I'm up for a little bit, I won't help be able to keep an eye on it and. Yeah, I don't know what I'll do. I'll have to cross that bridge when I come to it. Yeah, Monkey, what do you do? Do you sell everything on them when you're upgrading them, or do you just, you know, build like another PC and then sell the whole PC on? Server 3, Dylan Max. There's another name I haven't read out for a long time. Right, hiya Mark Bowen, where you get the game from, and please say it slowly. Yeah, someone will put it in chat for you, Mark. Generally from Steam. Heading, we are going to Warsaw. I had to think about it. To fix truck and trailer repair. Well, on the multiplayer side, I would say most of us are using a mod account. So, not your one that you've spent a long time building in single player. So, I give it to my kids, 10 and 12. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, that sounds a little bit. My kids were very, very lucky they had computers in the rooms for that reason, because, yeah, I was updating them so quickly. Right, thanks, Gambler. There's a great link to a good game key site. You buy your game key and then go into Steam and then activate it. Right, Intel server price right now. Yeah, it's right, George, because when Mark told me the CPU that's in my machine I'm currently using now, when he told me the price of it, I was gobsmacked. So I said, well, I've had it at least 4 years, so, yeah, it must be at least that. But yeah, he was right when I looked the price of them. But it was a 6-core processor, which I think Mark got an i7, and it was a 4-core. So it's got to make a difference, because I've obviously been very, very lucky when I got it. Yeah, thanks, Firefighter. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Adam. You never. A thing as well is you can lose an awful lot on it if you look at it like that. But I kind of looked at it like you say, you're not having to put petrol in it, so it's kind of justify it that way, really. I think. You get so much pleasure out of it. It is nice being able to run the latest games and see them absolutely beautiful, you know, how they should be viewed. Oh, 943. That is really close. Yeah, I might. I'll be sitting watching it after my wife's and that's gone to bed, and that I'll be like, you may well see me again. I will keep an eye on it. I can't not, really. Right, but yeah, I agree with you, George. They just got to see how these AMD, the Ryzen stuff. Want someone I know who's got a good Ryzen system and can compare it. That'll be good. Yes, George. Yeah, your channel will get a play button. Yeah, absolutely. You're 4 times already today. Honestly, with them 2 streams before, Mark will probably just delete them, unfortunately. But I'll wait till I've spoke to him first. I don't like touching anything. I do the bit that I know I'm okay touching, and right. Hello, Andrew Wharton. Sorry, I nearly missed you there. And Theo. Right, Ryzen is amazing for multitasking and cheap prices. Yeah, and I think, as Mark was saying, now you get a proper multi-core is proper multi-core, not half a core. Or as Mark was saying before, you weren't really getting like the full, like Intel, you get 6 cores. You weren't getting 6 before. Hiya, Smith one. Yeah, just catching the back end. We're just actually going to work out really well. It's just getting up to 11 o'clock, so. Yeah, Mark, I would hopefully you would be watching, and like I say, I'm going to have to keep an eye on the subscriber counter. I'll have my truck ready and just say, right, I'll go for a bit of trucking, you know, single player or something. Fernbus, no, I don't have it. So no, got that much to play. No, Will, you're right. No, as I say, you can imagine how that would go. So I check first. It would be so easy to do the wrong thing. So. Right, Dave. You'd really love it. Yeah, I can imagine. I think if you play on a controller or keyboard and then you get your first wheel, I do think that is a massive change to your gaming. I think that's when you start changing your position around and things like that. Try and get it as real as you can. Well, I think that's how we certainly went that way. There you go. That's what, AMD Ryzen for that much, yeah? Wow. Yeah, compare that with an Intel. It is a massive difference. Yeah, Mark, are the wheel and pedals still in the Currys now? They've been doing that deal for a long time now, which is good. Yeah, honestly, the wheels, once you get used to them, then you just want to keep adding, because it's just human nature, isn't it? You just want to make things better and better. Yeah, Mark, with the free shifter, go on. I tell you what, it's a cracking deal, that. Oh, Neil, you did that by accident. Honestly, I did. Right, do it right. Alright, that's we eventually made it here, but we haven't got the counter that we wanted yet, but it will come. No doubt everyone will be asleep. Well, it depends on which part of the world you're in, but I know a firefighter will be awake later. Because he'll be at work, so I might have one watcher later on if it turns out to get close to 100,000, that's for sure. Aye, 46 or 54 left. God, that's it is unbelievable. Right, you just won an auction on the 128 gig. Yeah, I don't know what you would pay for it. New ones are a good price as well. I think you've always got to double check, haven't you? Auctions can be, you never really know, unless you're right up there with the prices. Alright, I'm gonna just F7 that back to there. Leave my truck at the red spanner. Yeah, I mean keep one ear out. Yeah, Jelly, I'll like I say, I'll keep an eye out if it's within the next couple of hours anyway before I actually go to bed. So I will promise I'll keep an eye out, and if I get really close, I'll fire the game up. No, Dylan, my wife's waiting to go to bed, so obviously she can't go to sleep with me chattering on, so maybe I might get away with it when she's asleep, so I would risk it for a biscuit anyway. Yeah, definitely send me a link there. So, alright, how many did we finish up with after a shaky start? Ooh, who's that? Just Trucker Liam. He's just binned it coming around the corner. I was just watching. He went, phew. Right, let me get out of here. Right, everyone, so we didn't actually hit the magic number as I was streaming, but I'll keep an eye on it, and if I can, I will fire the game back up and drive my truck a bit, and till we can hit the magic number. So if not, if it's before I go to sleep, there's not really a lot I can do about it, but I will do my best. I promise you that. It's 9:46 at the moment, so it's very, very close. So I know Smith one, I wish I could just stay on. It's just one of them times when I've got to, wife gets up so early, so I just got to let her go, and I need to get up and have a bit shuffle about, you know. But keep your ear out on the pinger if it goes. I wouldn't be on for long, but it would just be long enough to you know, to just sort of see it in, a bit like seeing the new year in, isn't it, really? So a bit of a celebration. Okay, everyone, you take care. Sorry for the bit of shaky start at 8 o'clock, but it's completely out of my hands. There's nothing I can do about it. So keep one ear open for if you know I'm live. That's what it'll be. It's because we're getting very, very close. Yeah, put the notification bell on. Okay, everyone, take it easy. Thanks for your support. Amazing support that we've all had. So I will catch you a bit later on. If not, in a very short while, be back on tomorrow night. Going to be 8 o'clock in Swansea. Going to try and keep it to the 8 o'clock. And let my wife get to bed. So if I don't see you before then, I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye now.